What's going on, guys? Then, so look, we're back to reality, and I've had 3 days to reflect on the defeat against Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday. So now, look, it's Wednesday. We've almost had 72 hours since, and sometimes it's good to reflect and see why we lost the game, because at the end of the game, your emotions are high, your passion for the club. You sometimes say things that you don't mean. I'm not talking about myself personally, because I don't think I did in the match reaction. I was completely honest. I didn't burst out at the players or anything, because for me, what I saw is a proper top defensive performance away from home, and you can't criticise that. Yes, we need to have the ambition to go to these grounds and win, but it could have gone either way. Slot summed it up perfectly. He said, you play this game 10 times, 8 times it's a draw, 1 win for Arsenal and 1 win for Liverpool. It so happened to be the win for Liverpool, and you know what? Nobody could have said that better. And I tell you what, nobody knew he even said that, because the media won't put that out, because it's too sensible. It's too sensible from Slot, and that I respect Slot for saying that. He's not a bitter guy. He's actually an all right guy, man. He is, and I respect him, even though he's beat us at Anfield and he's put a dent in our title hopes. I respect him more for what he's said, because he's been honest. Now, for me personally, Saliba being out for the full game, Arteta should never have played him if he did his ankle in the warm-up. Yes, Saliba is obviously going to say he's ready, but you sometimes as a manager have got to take accountability and take control of the situation and say, Saliba, we've got Mosquera, you've got to see this one out. So hopefully he's not injured though, but it meant we lost one of our substitutions, and I believe Timber couldn't go off at the end when he was injured, because we had used our 3 sets of substitutions, phases, or whatever you call it. Now, overall, I'm going to say Liverpool were there for the taking. I said it on my match reaction. I said it throughout the game live, and I believe we did bottle it. That's my overall reflection. I've had a good few days to reflect on it, and I believe Arsenal bottled it at Anfield. They were there for the taking. They was never in the game until Curtis Jones come on, until they made a couple of subs in the second half. If we had bought Eze and Odegaard on before, I don't know why Martinelli played as long as he did. If we bought him off at half-time and bought Eze on, I think that would have been an attacking substitution, and it would have been like a statement of intent to win the game. But instead, he's just waiting until Liverpool have got back into the game. And I said it during the game, make the changes while we're on top, because Liverpool will get in the game. It's Anfield. You're not going to play 90 minutes on top. And then it took one wildy of a goal to break us down. Look, we've not conceded from open play in 3 full games. And that's away to Anfield, away to Old Trafford, and then obviously Leeds at home. So that's 1 goal from a free kick, a set piece. I'm so happy with the defensive performance, but in an attacking sense, I seen what DT said as well, and he said Arteta's got to take the handbrake off, and I think DT's right. DT's a sensible guy, and he said that Arteta needs to take the handbrake off, and he does. I completely agree with that, because in an attacking sense, we're nothing like what we was a couple of seasons ago. I know Arteta just wanted to win this game on the means of a set piece, something like that. On another day, he would have, because the defence is the best in Europe. There's no questioning that. Even though Mosquera filled in for Saliba, there was no drop-off. Calafiori's come into the team this season looking a lot better than last season, and hopefully he doesn't get an injury in international duty, which has happened the last 2-3 times last season. But overall, I think we bottled it at Anfield, because they were there for the taking. And then once Liverpool scored, that's when we started to open up and try and attack them a little bit more. I think if we started doing that from the 60th minute, we could have won that 2-0. And we could have been sat here with 9 points from 9 goals conceded, 0, top of the league. But look, it's the 3rd game of the season. Seasons don't get won or lost in August. Liverpool have strengthened in bringing in Isak, but they didn't get Guehi. Now, the thing is, yes, the defence isn't looking all that great, but if their attack outscores their opponents, their oppositions each game, they win every game, and it's all about 3 points. So look, it's a massive blow, and it's a difficult pill to swallow, because we played well. I don't care what the media and that says. I don't care what Gary Neville and Carragher and all them lot say, because they're all full of shit anyway. They just even Peter Schmeichel, what he said, I think was out of order. I think Arteta has come with a game plan and he almost executed it. Who comes to Anfield and takes control for like 60, 70 minutes? Not a lot of teams. In fact, no team does that. And that's great credit to us. On the other hand, I'm not saying it's good because we played well and we lost. Excuse me. I'm saying we bottled it. I'm being truthful, but I'm just not going to go out of character and start going mad and, start acting like a fucking street animal when all is okay. It's okay. It's only 3 games into the season. So look, we've reflected on it. We've got a couple of weeks to hopefully get Saka back, get Saliba back. Havertz will hopefully be recovering well. And then I think there's another injury. Odegaard's back anyway. We're looking all right. So we've just got to go on a massive winning streak now from when we come back against Forest, City. We've even got to go to Newcastle and win because Liverpool have done it. We've got to go there and win. We've got to win. We've got to go on like some mad winning streak, like 8, 9 games on the bounce. Draws aren't good enough anymore. Draws are effectively a loss. So you might as well go for the win because more often than not, you go for a draw, you come out losing. Because most teams do that against us and they lose the game. So facts and stats will tell you that. So look, it's one of them. It's difficult. It's hard to take, but we've got to move on. And Arteta's got to say to the players and drill it into them that look, from now on, we step it up 2 notches and we go all out and attack every ground we're in. Unless, of course, we're ahead by 5, 6, 7 points and there's a difficult game away to, what can you say, Stamford Bridge. Play tactical, I can understand that. But from now on, at this early of the season, while Liverpool are ahead of us, we've just got to win every game. So that's it. I just wanted to let get that off my chest and, let us know what you think.